Hi guys, I'm Lindsay Liddell and this is my website, Life of Links. This website is basically just to act as a blog and for me to document my memories so that they're always accessible. And I love different people who care about my life to be able to go in and learn more about what I'm doing currently and like my favorite things about life and things like that. Like I would be very interested in putting this into my Instagram bio so that anyone who wants to learn more can, and I think it'd be really cool for like old friends to be able to like check it out and like keep up with my life because with college it's definitely more difficult to stay in touch. So to start, this is the home page, and basically there's a little welcome section just with some of my favorite photos that I think are just cute. And then it has a little area that links to my favorite pages on the website, dorm life, and then travel. And they both have little buttons, which I kind of like. And then the travel page, just a good background photo I took in Hawaii. Then it talks about like how I've always had a lot of like vacations in my life and my parents have always loved traveling and taking us to explore. And it talks about my Hawaii trip and like my Montana trip and my Arches National Park trip, and just tells a little bit of the storytelling so that I can always look back on it. And it just features a lot of my friends and family that I really love. So I think that this page is really cute. I would love to add more color though. Like maybe like change some of the words because it's just kind of plain. Although I do like the photos, I feel like they add a lot. And then the next one is adventures. And this one is basically just about like main memories. Like some things that have really like inspired me in the past year, some things that like drew me closer to my friends, and just things like that, like my Halloween memories when I went to Chaos with my friends, and then I just added some photos of us and like a little video. And then when I went to Las Vegas, Omega Mart with my best friends on last finals week. And yeah, that was just a really fun time. So that's my adventures page. Then dorm life. I'm thinking of changing this to college life as I want it to focus more around my whole college experience and not necessarily just like my dorm. Like I want to be able to talk about classes and things I've done on campus that I've really loved, things like that. And so the background is just, well, the photo is just my wall, which I think is really cute. And then it just talks about my roommates, things like that. And so then I split it into two sections, lifestyle and stories. So then, like, as I was talking about on the other page, I wanted to add more color, so maybe something like this, where I change the color of the name. But then, like, lifestyle just talks about the food I love to make and cook in my little dorm without an oven or anything. Just nice, simple meals that are actually pretty healthy and cheap. And then stories, I definitely like to add more here. It's just different memories that happened in my dorm. And like I said, I want to broaden it to be like all of college. So I'd love to be able to document all of my memories because I definitely have a lot made here. And I'd also like to add maybe like a section about like my classes and things I've learned, most influential classes, and my favorite topics, which I think would be very interesting and it would be nice to look back on. So yeah, that is my dorm life page. And then the about me just has a little photo of me, and then it just has some quick facts, and it goes more deeply into it. And this is like the whole page, and I'd really like to add more. I'd like to add more hobbies, maybe photos of things I've done, such as like art, or like I love collecting crystals, so I'd love to talk about that somewhere. And I feel like this page is a little bland. I definitely like to add color and a lot of photos and more explanations on things. But so that's basically the About Me page. And so those are all my pages. And then my site audience is really basically my friends and like people who want to learn more about me. Like I said, I'd like to put this in my Instagram bio so people can keep up on my life, and even just I can keep up on my own life and have all these fun memories in the future. And then the most helpful tip I got was to shift my nav bar. It used to be like over more, and this was kind of squished against the edge. And so I really liked that, but something I'd still like to expand on that. I'd love to add a separate bar above this and for the title, and then I'd like to make like a little logo or something, maybe design it. And then I think that would be really cool so that it can stay when I scroll because it just seems pretty blank here. or maybe if I scroll past it, have all these like center out more. I think that would be nice, but I definitely like the idea of another bar, such as the Dixie website we all worked on. And let's see. And then something I'm very proud of is, such as in the adventures, I really love my little photo and video galleries. It was really hard for me to figure out how to center them correctly, so I'm very proud of myself for that. It was definitely very, very time consuming, especially trying to find all the videos of photos. And I like how a lot of them are like none of them are autoplay except for one, which I really like because I don't know, I just think it looks cool. And then the rest of these you can kind of like play on your own and learn more about. And I think it's also very helpful so that they're not all playing in the background, so because that would be a lot of noise. And then, let's see, another thing I would like to change is the home photo. I couldn't really find a photo that fit very well, and this one's very blurry, but I want to find a more crisp photo that fits the vibe of the website more, because it just kind of, this is the homepage, it's just kind of messy, and I'd also like to change this section up a bit more. I don't really like this photo and how it's like gray. I'd like to maybe just add a paragraph section here, write a little bit here, and then have the two photos. And I'd also like to change up the buttons a little more. Like, I don't know, maybe move them slightly, or if I could hover them over the photos, that'd be really cool. I would definitely enjoy that. And then, yeah, so I talked about the About Me page. I'd like to expand upon this a lot. And yeah, I think that is basically it. I basically just want crisper photos, and I'd like more. I'd definitely like to expand more on all of the web pages. And I think I'd like to also add a few more sections. I want to have a section about the most influential people in my life, which I think it might just branch off of the About Me page. Like, I'd love to be able to talk about all my friends, like my family, my boyfriend, all of that stuff. I'd love to talk all about that and the ways that they've helped me grow as a person, because I just think that that would be a very meaningful page, and I feel like in the future that's something I could forget easily, and I would just love to be able to look back on that and remember. And yeah, that's basically it. That's my website, Life of Links.